All right, y'all, let's break down Elon Musk just real quick for you, okay? Because we have the oil and the petrodollar, and he is a car guy, but he doesn't do the petro. And we have the petrodollar going to be taken out soon. On January 1st of this year, 2024, Saudi Arabia quit accepting the dollars. And then we saw a little time sequence of them pushing it back a little bit. And this is part of that global switch and those types of things that's coming, that's going to help put out that old candlestick. They're basically all in a dark cave, and that's that den, and that's that hibernation where they come face to face with the foot of the bear and those types of things. But as these matches run out, that headlight goes dark, they're going to realize that they're in a dark cave and they don't know have anywhere to go, okay? They went down into the hole and got stuck at the hole of the needle, basically. So X marks the spot. You kind of got to dig it up to find that treasure. So the petrodollar, that's going away. As these things go away, Elon Musk is there to play the world stage, Dr. Evil, Antichrist, 666 kind of guy, as he's coming in to take out this old system. But also the delusion comes in because they can be like where they take out the petrodollar and they have this refuge set up in Texas, and you have these trillions or billionaires there or whatever setting up there and be like, come here, we'll support you. We got your trillions of dollars we need to start our own nation and stuff. In Texas is that 10th size economy. It can basically be its own nation. And then you have a guy in there that's going to be a trillionaire by this and such date. And that's enough to be a nation. So this is where you see the New York Stock Exchange being moved to Dallas. I forget the name of it, but that's where you have that setting up to where we're going back to where that image was first worshipped, that first dawn, that first light, that dawn of time, that Washington, that lie, and that Israel, the Israel. Jesus comes as a lion. This is where the people are told the truth, but they still run from the truth and they go to the lie. And they go into bondage based on the lie. Okay? So United States is used for the creation of nations, and right now it has created a so-called America, but America is kind of 2 or 3 nations mixed into one, because we are the land of the free, okay? And through free, we can do all things. We don't need to be judged by Susie or Sam or Sally or grandma, grandpa, whoever, just because they're going to church and being lifted up and their own self-righteousness. And Jesus says, you're filthy rags. Okay? Jesus says, why do you call me good? There's none good. But you're here worshiping this man, that begotten Son. And the begotten Son is the religion Jesus is actually going against in John 3. And you're asking him through that so-called begotten Son, and he's calling him out. And in John 16, he says you don't have to ask anything. But the gospel of Jesus is not the gospel of Paul. What Jesus teaches is not what Moses teaches. What Jesus teaches is not what Paul teaches. And the law of Moses creates a veil. And a veil is for that bridegroom. And that bridegroom's coming, and you're going to get a frog, and you ain't going to kiss the frog to make it turn into the prince. You're going to run off, or you're just going to eat that apple. And you're going to toss it down and go to sleep. Because they don't want you to be woke. They don't want you to go with that Prince Charming. Okay, so Elon Musk is there as a world stage figure to gather and to mark and to sear. And right now he has all the lights covered. These men that they had, these kings they use, they have a name, a number, and a mark, a brand. and they brand you with their message and their way. Make America great again. Make America great again. Is it a wood grate? Is it a plastic grate? What kind of grate is it? And making America great again, are we going to make the robots move the grates? Or are we going to actually be that slave labor and going to move the grates? Because they're judged by their works. Well, if they take our work away, what are we? My whole life, I'm a carpenter. I'm a whatever. You're known by your profession. That's your profession of faith. Either way, Elon Musk, the XXX, image given life, the Tesla, the incarnation of Christ with the AI, all these things are being worked against you. And then you can see the lockdown part 2 with Biden and them supposed to be announcing today about the Chinese cars and these types of things as far as being collection data devices and for the spies and all this kinds of stuff that's going on. All right, so as this comes on, this is for the dividing of times and dividing of nations and whatever, but this would be where you can have Elon or Made in America or these types of things where your Ford and whatever isn't really made in America, and that lie is exposed, and those types of things where your Ford is not actually this, that, and the end. They even tell you these things now, and then people be like, what? But it's not on Fox News or CNN or what their headlight. It's not on their headlight, right? And this is when all the headlights go dark, because all this, your old like networks or whatever probably be taken out, and that's when you have like new networks come in, and that's where you have like XXX coming on and putting an app on TV and all that. You're like living in a merge of old and new and whatever, and this is where the old people that we want our K-bell. And that K-bell is the 47 before you, and that bell, ding-a-ding-a-ding, it's going off, but you can't hear it. You still got that ringing in your ear. Well, are we in end times? My pastor hasn't told me. They keep saying the same sermons for the past 10 years. Maybe they don't know anything. Huh. Well, they don't, because it's the blind leading the blind. And they're a parrot stuck in a cage. And that man over there, your owner, he's taking your key. And you can't get out. And you're a monkey. And you can't learn the right combinations and whatever else is going on. You can't work the key and the combination. It's a combination lock and a key lock. And since you don't have the key or the combination, you got to use a stethoscope. And that doctor is a little wacky. And Dr. Fauci, Jill, they're coming. And that invisible enemy, the Alzheimer for the old Thor, the third, her. That's her hammer. And Jill's got the trident in hand for the Poseidon and the Poseidon. Pose sides, left and right. The dragon has the wings ready. Anyways, Elon Musk, he'll be your satanic figure and those types of things for the church as the world stage. And then he's your Dr. Evil and your bad guy and those whatever. But then he's going to be a good guy in a refuge on the other spectrum. And this is where we have the dawn showing his old light. And now he's going behind the moon. And he's acting a little different, talking a little different, getting more little curse words. And that's that cuss Tim speaker, that cuss Tim Waltz or whatever. Humpty Trumpty sat on a wall. Well, the first wall he fell off of. All right, now we got another wall we can't put him back on. Either way. All right, we'll end it here.